Finding out that I was considered a high-risk pregnancy at 12 weeks certainly wasn't on my 2024 bingo card. When you go into your 12-week scan and you just see the baby is alive and has a heartbeat, that is honestly the biggest feeling of relief in the whole world. So everything was going fine up until the end of the scan, where one of the sonographers said, "We are just going to refer you to the preterm clinic because we're not sure about the shape of your uterus." At that point I was like, preterm? Wait a minute. Received the letter the next day, which booked me in for an appointment at I think 15 weeks. My scan date came around and I remember being a little bit nervous. All scans to do with your uterus or your cervix are internal. Apparently most women don't feel it or don't even find it uncomfortable, but to be honest I found it quite uncomfortable, especially the first time when I completely wasn't used to it. So the doctor doing my scan confirmed right away that I had a bicorner uterus, which is essentially a uterus which, instead of being a triangle, is like a heart. So the baby has to be on this side or this side of the uterus. It can be different levels of bad, but the main thing she was actually concerned about was the fact that I had an incredibly short cervix for someone who was only 15 weeks pregnant. The cervix is essentially the distance between where the baby is chilling and where it's gonna come out. So obviously having a short cervix is really not good and can bring on preterm labor. So at this point I was really stressed. I was assigned bed rest, which meant essentially I couldn't move, and was prescribed progesterone, and she was like, come back in 1 week and we'll see how things have changed and if there has been any improvements. Being classed as high risk means I've literally been in for weekly scans, and the anxiety has definitely been high because obviously I've been at such a higher risk of second trimester miscarriage. I've almost kind of shut out and not registered my pregnancy, and alhamdulillah every day I'm literally taking as a blessing, and I'm so close to viability week now, so I feel like I can finally start sharing the news. I'm finally get excited that inshallah I am going to be having a baby soon. Although I seem really positive now, and trust me, I am way more positive than I was, there have definitely been times in these past few months where I've been crying my girly girl ass out on the hospital floor. Honestly, all I can say is I'm so grateful that at that 12-week scan I was referred to that preterm clinic, because she only did that on a hunch, and if not, we would never have made it here. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best of planners and he knows what he's doing, ladies.